Congratulations. God says, look at your bank account 22 minutes after watching this video. What you see there will surprise you. A major financial shift is moving toward your life. If you listen to God now, listen carefully, because this is not ordinary. And it is not meant for everyone who simply passes by. I am speaking directly to you. And what you are about to hear carries the kind of weight that can change your path if you receive it with an open heart. The moment you choose to remain here and take in every word, you begin aligning with something that has already been set in motion. There is a reason your eyes have found this right now. And there is a reason your spirit feels stirred as you read these words. Do not move away from this, because what is being released is tied to timing, and your attention is the doorway through which it can enter your life. Type Amen if you believe. I am not speaking about luck or coincidence, and I am not playing with your hopes. I am revealing that a shift in provision has already been prepared, and it is connected to your obedience and your focus in this exact moment. You have asked for relief, for breakthrough, and for a sign that your efforts and prayers have not been forgotten. What you are hearing now is not empty comfort, but direction that carries results when you receive it with trust. The reason timing matters is because your awareness must meet what is already unfolding, and your faith must rise to receive what has already been released. In the moments ahead, something unseen will begin moving in your favor, and it may not look the way you imagined. It may not arrive with loud announcements or dramatic signs, but it will be real. And once you notice it, it will be undeniable. I am asking you to remain steady, because many people lose focus just before the door opens. You have been close before and failed to recognize it. And I do not want you to repeat that pattern again. This time, you are being prepared ahead of time so you do not miss what belongs to you. If this is reaching your heart right now, take a moment to like this video, because your agreement and attention help anchor what is being spoken into your life. You have carried concerns about money, stability, and whether your future will provide enough to sustain you. I have seen every silent thought and every moment when you wondered how things would turn around. I have not been absent, and I have not ignored your need. Even when it felt like nothing was changing, what you could not see was the quiet preparation happening beyond your sight, aligning people, opportunities, and outcomes that would meet you at the right time. That time is now drawing near, and your awareness is part of receiving it. Do not allow doubt to interrupt what is being offered to you, because doubt has delayed many blessings before. You learned to expect disappointment, and that expectation made you cautious, even when something good began to form. I am telling you clearly that you must not shrink back this time, because what is arriving is not a test meant to harm you, but provision meant to lift you. The change in your financial situation is connected to your willingness to trust without hesitation. You are being invited into a moment that may look small at first, but it will carry lasting impact. Type 1111 to affirm. There is a reason I have given you a specific time frame, because it is not about the number itself, but about your attention and your obedience. When you check your account, you are not only looking for numbers, you are acknowledging that something has shifted and that you are open to receive it. The shock you feel will not only come from the amount, but from the realization that things can change faster than you believed. This is meant to break the pattern of limitation that has kept your expectations low. Once that pattern breaks, you will begin to notice opportunities you once overlooked. You must remain calm and grounded, because excitement without understanding can lead to careless decisions. What is coming is not meant to be wasted or mishandled, but cared for with wisdom. I am guiding you not only into receiving, but also into managing what you receive so it can multiply and sustain you. This is not a temporary moment of relief, but the beginning of a new way of living where provision begins to flow more freely. You are being trusted with something that requires both faith and responsibility. There were times when you felt overlooked while others seemed to move ahead, and that feeling stayed with you longer than you realized. I am addressing that now, because what is coming will begin to heal the feeling of being left behind. You are not late, and you are not forgotten, even when your circumstances suggested otherwise. What you are stepping into has its own timing, and it is not less valuable because it arrived differently. You will begin to understand that your path was being shaped in a way that prepared you to handle what is coming. Stay present and do not rush past this, because awareness is part of the blessing itself. The more attentive you remain, the more clearly you will recognize what is unfolding around you. I am not only changing what you see in your account, but I am also changing how you see your life and your future. This is where your mindset begins to shift, from lack to provision, from fear to confidence. Hold on to this, because it is the foundation for everything that follows. It is the beginning of a flow that will continue as long as you remain connected to what I am speaking into your life. Stay focused, because distraction is the only thing that can weaken what is being built right now. Why are more than 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they began using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of the brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, and life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it is spreading quickly and could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There is a pattern in your past where you began to believe, but then something caused you to pull back before you fully received what was coming. That hesitation was not your fault, but it has shaped how you respond to opportunities and blessings. I am breaking that pattern now by reminding you that you are safe to receive and you are ready to hold what is coming. The fear of losing has held you back from fully accepting gain, and that is being lifted from you. What you are stepping into now requires confidence, not caution, and trust instead of retreat. Type yes to affirm. You may notice small signs around you, things that seem simple but carry a deeper meaning when you look closely. These are confirmations meant to strengthen your awareness and keep your focus steady. I do not need to overwhelm you with dramatic displays, because even the smallest shift, when recognized, can change the direction of your thinking. Pay attention to those moments because they are guiding you to stay aligned with what is being released. The more you notice, the more you will understand that this is not random, but intentional and precise. There is also something important you must understand about receiving wealth, because it is not only about numbers appearing in your account, it is about the transformation of how you see value, how you make decisions, and how you respond to what you have been given. If your mindset does not shift, the blessing can pass through your hands without leaving a lasting impact. I am preparing you not just to receive, but to multiply what you receive in a way that brings stability and growth. This is where your thinking begins to expand beyond survival and into purpose. You have carried a sense of limitation for a long time, and it has shaped the way you plan your future. You have been careful, sometimes even holding back from dreaming too much because you did not want to be disappointed again. I am telling you that it is time to release that limitation because it no longer serves you. The space you are entering requires a new way of thinking, one that allows you to see possibilities instead of barriers. This is not about unrealistic hope, but about aligning your expectations with what is now becoming available to you. If you feel this stirring inside you, take a moment to like this video because your agreement strengthens your connection to what is being released. There will be moments very soon where you will be faced with decisions that seem small, but they will carry weight in how things unfold for you. You must not overlook these moments because they are part of the pathway that leads to greater increase. Each choice you make in alignment with what I am guiding you to do will open another step forward. This is how the flow continues, not through one single event, but through a series of aligned actions. Stay aware because these moments will not always appear obvious at first. You are not being asked to become someone else, but to step fully into who you already are becoming. There is strength in you that you have not fully recognized, and it is now being activated through what you are experiencing. This strength will help you manage what comes, and it will keep you steady when things begin to change around you. Do not underestimate yourself because you have been prepared for this more than you realize. Everything you have gone through has built something inside you that is now ready to be used. Type 777 to receive blessings. There is also a need for patience, even as things begin to move quickly, because not everything will happen at once. Some parts will unfold in stages, and you must allow each stage to complete its purpose. Rushing ahead or trying to control the outcome can create confusion, and I do not want you to lose clarity in this process. Trust the timing of each step, because it is designed to bring you into a place of stability, not chaos. What is being built is meant to last, and that requires a steady progression. You may find yourself thinking about past mistakes or missed opportunities, and that can create a feeling of regret if you are not careful. I am telling you to release that because it does not belong in this new season you are entering. What is coming is not limited by what has already happened, and it is not reduced by what you feel you missed before. This is a fresh beginning, and it carries its own set of opportunities that are not tied to your past. Let go of what was so you can fully receive what is now being given. There is a clarity coming into your mind, a sense of direction that feels stronger than before. That clarity is part of the guidance I am giving you, and it will help you make decisions with confidence. You will begin to see things more clearly, and you will understand what to do without second-guessing yourself. This is a sign that you are aligned, and it is something you should trust. The more you follow that clarity, the stronger it will become, and the easier it will be to move forward. Do not allow the opinions of others to distract you because not everyone will understand what is happening in your life. Some may question it and some may even doubt it, but that does not change what is being done for you. You are not dependent on their understanding, and you do not need their approval to move forward. Stay focused on what you are being guided to do, because that is where your direction comes from. The path you are on is personal, and it is designed specifically for you. You are entering a place where your confidence will grow, not from what others say, but from what you experience. Each step forward will confirm that you are moving in the right direction, and that will strengthen your belief in what is possible. This is how your faith becomes solid, not through words alone, but through results that you can see and feel. Hold on to that because it will carry you through every stage of what is unfolding. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19. 000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. The change in your bank balance is only the visible sign of something deeper that is already taking root inside your life. Stay grounded in this, because what you are receiving is both outward and inward at the same time. There is a quiet confidence rising within you, and even if you try to ignore it, it keeps returning stronger than before. That confidence is not based on what you have seen yet, but on what your spirit is beginning to recognize. I am building that confidence so that when the moment comes, you do not react with fear or disbelief. You will recognize it as something that belongs to you, something that has been prepared with intention. This is how you step into what is yours without hesitation or confusion. Type 222. If you trust God, you must understand that wealth, when it comes in alignment, carries peace with it, not pressure. It does not overwhelm you or cause you to lose yourself, but instead it strengthens your sense of stability and direction. What is being released to you is not meant to create chaos, but to bring order into areas that once felt uncertain. This is why I have been preparing your heart as much as your circumstances. When both are aligned, you are able to receive without being shaken by the change. There are people who have chased after increase without understanding, and when it came, they were not ready to hold it. I am not leading you down that path, because what you are receiving is meant to remain and grow. This is why your awareness, your patience, and your trust are so important right now. Each one plays a role in how you handle what is coming into your life. You are being shaped to carry this with strength and clarity. As you move forward, you will notice that certain opportunities begin to appear in ways you did not expect. They may come through conversations, through ideas, or through moments that seem simple at first. Do not overlook these, because they are part of the flow that is being opened for you. Each opportunity is connected, and each one leads to another when you respond with awareness. This is how the path unfolds, step by step, in a way that builds both growth and understanding. There is also a need for balance, because as things begin to improve, you must remain centered in who you are. Do not allow sudden change to pull you away from your foundation, because your foundation is what keeps everything stable. Stay connected to what has grounded you through your difficult moments, because that same grounding will support you in your increase. This is not about becoming someone new, but about expanding into who you have always been meant to be. If you feel the weight of this truth settling into your heart, take a moment to like this video, because your agreement strengthens what is being anchored in your life right now. You have been through seasons where it felt like nothing was moving, and those seasons tested your patience more than anything else. It felt like you were doing everything you could, yet nothing seemed to change in return. I have seen those moments, and they were not wasted even when they felt empty. They were building endurance in you, preparing you to handle what is now coming with maturity. What once felt like delay was actually preparation, and now you are beginning to step into the result of that preparation. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is something powerful about recognizing that your situation can change, because once you see it happen, it reshapes how you view every challenge after that. You will no longer see obstacles as permanent, but as temporary points that can be moved through. This shift in perspective is part of the blessing because it frees you from the weight of fear that once held you back. When your thinking changes, your actions follow, and when your actions align, your results begin to reflect that alignment. This is how transformation becomes consistent instead of occasional. You are also being guided to handle what you receive with intention, not impulse. It is easy to react quickly when something unexpected comes into your life. But I am asking you to remain steady and thoughtful. Take time to consider your choices, because each decision you make will shape what happens next. This is where wisdom becomes important, because wisdom allows you to use what you have in a way that creates lasting impact. You are not only receiving, but learning how to build with what you receive. There will be moments where you are tempted to doubt again, especially if things do not look exactly as you expected right away. This is where your trust must remain firm, because not everything reveals itself at once. Some things unfold gradually, and each stage carries its own purpose. Do not let impatience create uncertainty, because what is being done is already in motion. Stay steady and allow each part to come into place as it is meant to. You are not walking this path without guidance. Even when it feels quiet, I am present in every step, shaping what you see and what you do not see at the same time. There is a protection around you that keeps things aligned, even when you are not aware of it. Trust that you are being led, because that guidance is constant and steady. It does not leave you, and it does not weaken over time. What you are entering is not temporary, and it is not something that will fade as quickly as it arrives. It is a shift that continues, building upon itself as you remain aligned with it. This is why your focus matters, because what you focus on grows, and what you neglect fades. Keep your attention on what is being built, and do not allow distractions to pull you away from it. Your awareness is part of your strength in this season. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work? Just the right words. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a calm assurance settling over you, and it is replacing the uncertainty that once filled your thoughts. That assurance is a sign that you are aligned with what is happening, and it is something you should hold on to. It will guide you when decisions arise, and it will keep you steady when things begin to move more quickly. This is how you move forward with confidence, not based on what others say, but based on what you know within yourself. There is a subtle change happening in the way you view your future, and you may notice that you are no longer seeing it through the same lens of limitation. That old lens was shaped by past disappointments and repeated delays, and it made you cautious about expecting too much. I am removing that limitation, not by forcing you, but by showing you something new that reshapes your expectations. When you begin to see that change is possible, your mind opens to possibilities that were once closed to you. This is how your path begins to expand, not through pressure, but through realization. Type 1010 to claim miracles. There is also a deeper understanding forming within you about what it means to receive without fear. In the past, you may have held back, even when something good came your way, unsure of whether it would last or whether you deserved it. That hesitation is being replaced with a quiet acceptance that what is coming belongs to you. You are not taking something that was not meant for you, but stepping into what has already been prepared with your name on it. This realization is important because it allows you to receive fully instead of partially. You will begin to notice that your thoughts are becoming more focused, less scattered, and more aligned with clarity. This is not something you are forcing, but something that is happening naturally as you stay connected to what is being spoken into your life. Clear thinking leads to clear decisions, and clear decisions lead to consistent progress. This is how you move forward without confusion. Even when things around you begin to change quickly, your clarity becomes your anchor in moments of movement. There is a moment approaching where you will recognize that something has truly shifted, and it will not require explanation or confirmation from anyone else. You will feel it within yourself. A certainty that replaces all the questions you once carried. That moment is part of the process, and it will strengthen your trust in what is happening. Once you experience it, you will not be able to return to the old way of thinking because your perspective will have changed. This is how transformation becomes permanent instead of temporary. If you feel this truth becoming real to you, take a moment to like this video because your agreement anchors what is unfolding in your life right now. You are also being guided to remain humble as things begin to improve because humility keeps your heart steady and your mind clear. It allows you to appreciate what you have without becoming distracted by comparison or pride. This balance is important because it keeps you grounded while everything else begins to expand. You are not being lifted up to lose yourself, but to grow into a stronger and more stable version of who you already are. Hold on to that because it will guide you through every stage of what is coming. Type 777 if you receive this blessing. There will be people who notice the change in your life, and they may respond in different ways. Some will celebrate with you, while others may question or even doubt what is happening. You must not allow those reactions to influence how you see your own journey. What is being done in your life is not dependent on their understanding or approval. Stay focused on what you are experiencing, because that is where your confidence should come from. Your path is personal, and it is not meant to be measured by anyone else's perspective. You are entering a time where your actions will begin to carry more weight, and even small decisions will have a greater impact than before. This is not something to fear, but something to approach with awareness and intention. Every step you take is part of a larger movement, and each one contributes to what is being built. When you act with clarity and purpose, you create momentum that continues to carry you forward. This is how growth becomes steady and sustainable. There is also a need for you to remain patient with yourself because transformation does not mean perfection. You may still have moments where old thoughts try to return, or where uncertainty tries to rise again. That does not mean you are moving backward, but simply that you are adjusting to something new. Allow yourself to move through those moments without judgment, because they are part of the process. Each time you choose to stay aligned, you strengthen your position in what is unfolding. You are not being rushed, even though there is movement happening around you. Everything is unfolding at the pace that allows you to handle it with strength and clarity. This is not about speed, but about stability. And stability is what allows what you receive to remain. Trust the pace of what is happening because it is designed to support you, not overwhelm you. What is coming is meant to stay, and that requires a steady foundation. There is a sense of peace that is beginning to settle within you, and it is replacing the tension that once filled your thoughts. That peace is not based on what you have seen yet, but on what you are beginning to understand. It is a sign that you are aligned, and that alignment is what allows everything else to fall into place. When you are at peace, you are able to respond with clarity instead of reacting with fear. This is how you move forward with confidence, even when things are changing. You are being reminded that you are not alone in this, and that you are being guided every step of the way. Even when things feel quiet, that guidance is still present, shaping what you see and what you do not see. Trust that you are being led, because that guidance does not leave you. It remains steady even when your surroundings begin to shift. This is what allows you to move forward without fear. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 547 people are already using this 9-word password. And their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, clear debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is a shift happening in how you respond to thoughts about money and stability, and you may notice that fear is no longer the first reaction. That change is not small, because it opens the door for you to act with clarity instead of hesitation. In the past, uncertainty caused you to pause, to question, and sometimes to step back from opportunities that were meant for you. I am removing that hesitation and replacing it with a steady confidence that allows you to move forward. This is how you begin to walk into what is yours without holding yourself back. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. You will begin to see that your decisions carry a different kind of weight now. Not in a way that burdens you, but in a way that gives your actions meaning. Each step you take is connected to what is unfolding, and each choice you make adds to the direction you are moving in. This is why awareness is so important, because it allows you to recognize which steps align with what is being given to you. You are not moving randomly, even when it feels simple or ordinary. Everything is being guided in a way that leads you forward. There is also a deeper sense of responsibility growing within you, and that is part of the preparation for what you are receiving. Responsibility is not something to fear, but something that strengthens your ability to hold what is placed in your hands. When you understand the value of what you receive, you begin to treat it with care and intention. This is how what you receive begins to grow instead of disappear. You are being shaped to handle this with wisdom, not just excitement. You may notice that your perspective on time is also changing, because you are no longer feeling the same urgency driven by fear. Instead, you are beginning to understand that things unfold in the right moment when you are aligned. This brings a sense of calm that allows you to act with clarity instead of rushing without direction. When you move from this place, your actions become more effective and more meaningful. This is how progress becomes steady instead of scattered. If this is settling into your heart, take a moment to like this video, because your agreement helps anchor what is unfolding in your life. There is something important you must recognize about the increase that is coming into your life. It is not only meant to meet your needs, but also to expand your ability to create, to build, and to support others in ways you could not before. This is where your purpose begins to connect with what you receive, and it gives your growth a deeper meaning. You are not only being lifted for yourself, but to become a source of strength and support in ways that reflect what you have been given. This is how what you receive begins to extend beyond you. Type yes to affirm. There will be moments where you are reminded of how things used to be, and those memories may try to pull you back into old patterns of thinking. You must recognize those moments and choose not to return to what no longer serves you. What you are stepping into requires a new way of thinking, one that is not limited by past experiences. Each time you choose to stay aligned with this new perspective, You strengthen your position in what is unfolding. This is how transformation becomes consistent instead of temporary. You are also being guided to pay attention to how you speak about your situation, because your words carry influence over how you see and handle what is happening. When you speak with doubt, it can create hesitation in your actions. But when you speak with confidence, it strengthens your direction. This is not about pretending, but about aligning your words with what you are beginning to understand. As your understanding grows, your words will naturally begin to reflect that growth. This is how your inner and outer worlds begin to align. There is a calm strength building within you, and it is not loud or forceful, but steady and reliable. This strength will support you when decisions need to be made, and it will keep you grounded when things begin moving faster than expected. You will not feel lost or overcome, because this strength will guide you through every step. It is something you can depend on, even while everything around you is changing. This is how you remain steady in the middle of growth. You are not meant to carry this by yourself, and you are not expected to understand everything alone. I am guiding you through every stage. Even when it feels as if you are making decisions on your own, that guidance is present in your thoughts, in your clarity, and in the direction you feel within you. Trust that it is there, because it does not leave you. The more you trust it, the easier it becomes to move forward with confidence. There is also gratitude beginning to rise inside your heart. And that gratitude matters because it keeps your heart open. When you recognize what you have received, you create space for more to enter your life. Gratitude is not only a reaction, but a position that keeps you aligned with what is being given to you. The more you hold on to it, the more you will begin to see how things continue unfolding in your favor. This is how the flow continues without being interrupted. You may begin to notice small shifts around you, and those shifts are part of the alignment taking place. They may not seem dramatic, but they carry meaning when you look closely. Each shift is moving you closer to what has been prepared, and each one builds on the last. This is how change becomes visible over time, not only through one moment, but through a series of connected steps. Stay aware of these shifts, because they are guiding you forward. A leaked 9-word password is quietly changing people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it every day from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways connected to money and works much faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it is spreading too quickly. But the government could remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There is reassurance settling into your heart, replacing the uncertainty that once filled your thoughts. That reassurance is a sign that you are aligned with what is happening, and it is something you can trust. It will guide you when decisions appear, and it will keep you steady when things begin moving faster. This is how you move forward without fear, because you know you are being led. That knowing becomes your foundation. There is a deeper assurance building within you, and it is not based on what others say or what you were told before. It is something rising from within, a quiet knowing that things are aligning in your favor. That knowing is not random, but a reflection of what is already taking place around you. When you trust that feeling, you strengthen your connection to what is unfolding. This is how you move forward with confidence, not because everything is visible yet, but because you recognize the direction you are being led. Type 222. If you trust God, you may begin to notice that your reactions to situations are changing, and that is a sign of growth happening within you. Where you once felt anxious or uncertain, you are now responding with calmness and clarity. This change matters because it allows you to make decisions from strength instead of fear. When your reactions shift, your outcomes begin to shift as well, because you are no longer being guided by the same patterns that once held you back. This is how your life begins to reflect the transformation happening inside you. There is also a sense of timing that is becoming clearer to you, and you are starting to understand that not everything needs to happen all at once. You are learning to recognize when to act and when to wait. And that balance is what keeps you aligned. Acting too soon can create confusion, while waiting too long can cause missed opportunities. I am guiding you into a place where you can sense the right moment and move forward with confidence when it arrives. This is how your steps become intentional instead of uncertain. If this is touching your heart right now, take a moment to like this video, because your agreement strengthens what is being anchored in your life. There is something else beginning to change, and it is the way you see your own value. You are no longer measuring yourself by past struggles or current limitations. Instead, you are beginning to recognize that your value has always been present, even when you could not see it clearly. This recognition is important because it allows you to step into opportunities without feeling unworthy or unprepared. When you see your value clearly, you stop holding yourself back from what is meant. This is how you begin to move forward without hesitation. Type 777 to receive blessings. You will also begin to see that certain connections in your life are shifting, and that is part of the alignment taking place. Some people may move closer, while others may drift away, and both are part of what is necessary for your growth. This is not something to fear, but something to understand, because every connection has its place and its purpose. When you allow these shifts to happen without resistance, you create space for new opportunities and new relationships that align with where you are going. This is how your environment begins to support your growth instead of limiting it. There is a sense of clarity coming into your decisions, and it is making it easier for you to know what to do next. You are no longer second-guessing yourself the way you once did, because your understanding is becoming stronger. This clarity is not something you need to force, but something that flows naturally as you stay connected to what is being shown to you. When you trust that clarity, your actions become more effective and your progress becomes more consistent. This is how you begin to move forward without confusion. You are also being guided to remain patient with the process, even as things begin to move more quickly around you. Patience is what allows you to stay grounded, and it keeps you from making decisions that are driven by urgency instead of understanding. When you remain patient, you give each step the space it needs to fully develop, and that leads to stronger outcomes. This is how what you are building becomes stable and lasting. Do not rush because everything is unfolding at the pace that is right for you. There may be moments where you feel a sudden wave of emotion, and that is part of the release of what you have been carrying for so long. These emotions are not meant to overwhelm you, but to clear space for what is coming into your life. Allow yourself to feel them without resistance because they are part of your transformation. Each release creates room for something new to take its place. And that is how growth continues. This is not weakness, but a sign of change happening within you. You are not alone in this journey, and you are not expected to navigate it without guidance. I am with you in every step. Even when it feels quiet or uncertain, that presence is constant, and it is guiding you in ways you may not always recognize immediately. Trust that you are being led because that guidance is steady and reliable. The more you trust it, the easier it becomes to move forward with confidence. There is also a sense of gratitude that is growing within you. And it is changing how you see everything around you. You are beginning to appreciate even the small things, and that appreciation is opening your heart in a new way. Gratitude creates a flow that allows more to come into your life because it keeps you aligned with what you are receiving. The more you hold on to that, the more you will see how things continue to shift in your favor. This is how the flow continues without interruption. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You may begin to notice that your thoughts about the future are becoming more positive and more focused. You are no longer expecting the same outcomes that once caused you to feel uncertain. Instead, you are beginning to see possibilities that were not visible to you before. This shift in thinking is important because it influences the way you act and the way you respond to opportunities. When your thoughts change, your actions follow, and your results begin to reflect that change. There is a calm strength within you now, and it is guiding you through each step with confidence. This strength is not something that can be shaken easily because it is built on understanding and alignment. It will support you when things begin to move faster, and it will keep you steady when decisions need to be made. Trust that strength because it is part of what is carrying you forward. This is how you remain stable, even as everything around you begins to expand. There is a quiet realization forming within you that your life is no longer moving in the same direction it once was. You are beginning to sense that the patterns that held you back are losing their influence, and that you are stepping into something new. This realization is not something to question, but something to accept because it reflects what is already taking place. When you accept it, you move forward with confidence instead of hesitation. This is how you begin to walk in alignment with what is being prepared for you. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You will begin to notice that your focus is naturally turning toward what truly matters, while distractions are slowly losing their power over you. This is not something you are forcing, but something unfolding as your priorities come into alignment. When your attention is focused, your actions become more effective and your progress becomes more consistent. This is how you begin to move forward without feeling pulled in different directions. Your focus becomes a source of strength that guides your decisions. There is also a deeper sense of trust growing within you, and it is allowing you to move forward without needing constant reassurance. You are beginning to understand that not everything needs to be explained for it to be real. This trust is what allows you to take steps even when you cannot see the entire path ahead. When you trust, you remove the barriers that doubt creates, and you allow things to unfold more freely. This is how your journey becomes smoother and more aligned. If this is speaking to your heart, take a moment to like this video because your agreement strengthens what is being anchored in your life. There is something important you must recognize about the changes happening in your life. They are not temporary adjustments, but part of a larger transformation that is meant to last. This is why you are being guided to remain patient and steady, because lasting change requires a strong foundation. When you allow each step to unfold fully, you create stability that supports everything that follows. This is how what you receive becomes something that continues to grow over time. Type Amen if you believe. You may begin to see that your reactions to challenges are different now, and that you are no longer responding with the same level of fear or uncertainty. This change is a sign that your perspective is shifting and that you are beginning to see things from a place of strength. When your perspective changes, your experience changes because you are no longer guided by the same limitations. This is how obstacles become opportunities for growth instead of barriers that stop you. Your mindset becomes the foundation for everything that follows. There will be moments where you are reminded of your past, and those memories may try to pull you back into old ways of thinking. You must recognize those moments and choose not to return to what no longer serves you. What you are stepping into requires a new way of thinking, one that is not limited by what has already happened. Each time you choose to stay aligned with this new perspective, you strengthen your position in what is unfolding. This is how your transformation becomes consistent and lasting. You are also being guided to remain aware of how you use what you receive, because your actions will determine how it grows. When you act with intention and clarity, you create results that continue to build upon themselves. This is not about making perfect decisions, but about staying aligned with what you are being guided to do. The more you remain aligned, the more you will see how things begin to expand in your favor. This is how your progress becomes steady and reliable. There is a sense of calm that is beginning to settle within you, and it is replacing the tension that once filled your thoughts. That calm is not based on what you have already seen, but on what you are beginning to understand. It is a sign that you are aligned with what is happening, and that alignment is what allows everything else to fall into place. When you are calm, you are able to respond with clarity instead of reacting with fear. This is how you move forward with confidence. You may also begin to notice that your environment is changing in subtle ways, and those changes are part of the alignment taking place. Things that once felt difficult may begin to feel easier, and opportunities may appear where there were none before. These changes are not random, but connected to what is unfolding in your life. When you recognize them, you strengthen your awareness and your ability to respond. This is how you continue to move forward without missing what is meant for you. There is a deeper sense of purpose forming within you, and it is guiding your actions in a way that feels natural and clear. You are beginning to understand that what you are receiving is not only for you, but also for how you can impact others. This understanding gives your growth a deeper meaning, and it keeps you grounded in what truly matters. When your purpose aligns with what you receive, your actions become more intentional and more powerful. This is how your growth extends beyond yourself. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are not alone in this process, and you are not expected to figure everything out on your own. I am guiding you through each step, even when it feels quiet or uncertain. That guidance is present in your thoughts, in your clarity, and in the sense of direction you feel. Trust that it is there, because it does not leave you. The more you trust it, the easier it becomes to move forward with confidence. There is also a growing sense of gratitude within you, and it is changing how you see everything around you. You are beginning to appreciate what you have, and that appreciation is creating space for more to come into your life. Gratitude is not just a reaction, but a position that keeps you aligned with what you are receiving. The more you hold on to that, the more you will see how things continue to unfold in your favor. This is how the flow continues without interruption. There is a growing sense within you that you are no longer the same person who once struggled to believe that change was possible. That version of you carried doubt shaped by past experiences, but now you are beginning to see beyond those limitations. This shift is not forced, but natural, because your understanding is expanding as you remain aligned with what is being revealed. When your understanding grows, your confidence follows, and when your confidence grows, your actions become more certain. This is how you begin to move forward without hesitation. Type yes to affirm. You may begin to notice that your environment is responding to you differently, and that is a reflection of the change happening within you. When your mindset shifts, it influences how you interact with everything around you, and those interactions begin to produce different outcomes. This is not something you need to control, but something you allow to unfold as you stay aligned. Each change you notice is part of a larger movement that is guiding you forward. Pay attention, because these shifts are confirming that you are moving in the right direction. There is also a deeper sense of discipline forming within you, and it is helping you stay focused even when distractions appear. Discipline is not restriction, but a form of strength that keeps you aligned with what matters most. When you remain disciplined, you protect what you are building, and you prevent yourself from returning to old patterns. This is how your growth becomes consistent instead of temporary. You are learning to stay steady even when everything around you is changing. If this is settling into your heart, take a moment to like this video, because your agreement helps anchor what is unfolding in your life right now. There is something important you must understand about the flow that is opening in your life. It is not only about receiving once, but about entering a pattern where receiving becomes natural and consistent. This is why your mindset, your actions, and your awareness are all being aligned at the same time. When these elements work together, they create a flow that continues without interruption. You are not stepping into a single moment of change, but into a way of living that reflects ongoing provision. Type to affirm. You may begin to see that your decisions are becoming more intentional, and that you are no longer acting out of impulse or uncertainty. This change is a sign that your clarity is growing, and that you are beginning to understand the weight of your actions. When you act with intention, you create results that are more stable and more meaningful. This is how your progress becomes something you can rely on instead of something that feels uncertain. Each intentional step builds upon the last, creating momentum that carries you forward. There will be moments where you are reminded of how things used to be, and those memories may try to create doubt if you are not careful. You must recognize that those moments belong to a different time, and they do not define where you are now. What you are stepping into is not limited by what has already happened. Each time you choose to stay aligned with your current understanding, you strengthen your position in what is unfolding. This is how you move forward without being pulled backward. You are also being guided to remain open to new ideas, because they will play a role in how your situation continues to develop. These ideas may come in simple ways, but they carry the potential to create meaningful change when acted upon. Do not dismiss them because they are part of the guidance you are receiving. When you act on these ideas with clarity, you create opportunities that continue to build upon themselves. This is how your growth becomes both steady and expansive. There is a calm strength within you now that allows you to handle change without feeling overwhelmed. This strength is not something you need to search for because it is already present within you. It has been built through everything you have experienced, and it is now being activated in a new way. Trust this strength because it will guide you through every stage of what is coming. It will keep you steady when things begin to move more quickly. You are not meant to carry everything on your own, and you are not being left without guidance. I am present in every step, even when it feels quiet or uncertain. That presence is shaping what you see and what you do not see, guiding you in ways that you may not always recognize immediately. Trust that you are being led, because that guidance does not leave you. The more you trust it, the easier it becomes to move forward with confidence. Why are over 547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, clear debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also a deeper sense of gratitude forming within you, and it is changing how you respond to everything around you. Gratitude keeps your heart open, and it allows you to receive without resistance. When you remain in a place of gratitude, you create space for more to come into your life. This is how the flow continues, because you are aligned with what you are receiving. Hold on to this, because it will support you in every stage of your growth. You may begin to notice that your thoughts about the future are becoming more focused and more positive. You are no longer expecting the same outcomes that once caused you to feel uncertain. Instead, you are beginning to see possibilities that reflect what is now unfolding in your life. This shift in thinking is important because it influences how you act and how you respond to opportunities. When your thoughts change, your actions follow, and your results begin to reflect that change. There is a reassurance settling within you, and it is replacing the uncertainty that once filled your thoughts. That reassurance is a sign that you are aligned with what is happening, and it is something you can trust. It will guide you when decisions arise, and it will keep you steady when things begin to move faster. This is how you move forward without fear, because you know you are being led. That knowing becomes your foundation. You may begin to notice that your decisions are becoming more aligned with your long-term direction rather than short-term reactions. This is a sign that your thinking is expanding and that you are beginning to see beyond immediate circumstances. When your decisions reflect this level of awareness, they create outcomes that are more stable and more meaningful. This is how you build something that lasts instead of something that disappears quickly. Each aligned decision strengthens your path and brings you closer to what has been prepared for you. There is also a sense of calm control forming within you, and it is helping you respond to situations without feeling overwhelmed. This is not about controlling everything around you, but about maintaining control over how you respond. When you are calm, you are able to think clearly and act with intention, even when things are changing quickly. This is how you remain steady in moments of growth, and how you avoid making decisions that you later regret. Your calm becomes a source of strength that supports everything you do. If this is reaching your heart, take a moment to like this video, because your agreement strengthens what is being anchored in your life right now. There is something important you must recognize about what is unfolding in your life. It is not only about receiving more, but about becoming someone who can sustain and grow what is received. This is why your understanding, your patience, and your awareness are all being developed at the same time. When these qualities are present, you are able to handle increase without losing balance. This is how what you receive becomes something that continues to expand instead of something that fades. Type 777 to receive blessings. You will begin to see that your environment continues to shift in ways that support your growth. And that is not something you need to force. As you remain aligned, the right opportunities, the right ideas, and the right connections will continue to appear. This is part of the flow you are entering, where things begin to align naturally instead of through struggle. Pay attention to these changes because they are guiding you forward in ways that are both subtle and powerful. Each one is a step that brings you closer to what has been prepared. There may still be moments where doubt tries to return, especially when things do not move as quickly as you expect. You must recognize that doubt is not a reflection of what is actually happening, but a pattern that is losing its hold on you. When those moments arise, choose to remain aligned with what you have already begun to understand. Each time you do this, you weaken that pattern and strengthen your position in what is unfolding. This is how your confidence becomes steady and reliable. You are also being guided to remain intentional with your actions, because what you do now will influence how things continue to develop. Small decisions may seem insignificant, but they carry weight when they are aligned with your direction. Each aligned action creates momentum, and that momentum builds over time into something powerful. This is how your progress becomes consistent instead of unpredictable. Stay aware of your actions, because they are shaping what comes next. There is a deeper sense of purpose forming within you, and it is beginning to guide how you use what you receive. You are starting to understand that your growth is not only for your own benefit, but also for how you can impact others. This understanding brings meaning to what you are experiencing, and it keeps you grounded in what truly matters. When your purpose aligns with your actions, your growth becomes more than just progress. It becomes influence. This is how what you receive begins to extend beyond you. You are not alone in this process, and you are not being left to figure everything out on your own. I am present in every step, guiding you through each stage. Even when it feels quiet or uncertain, that guidance is shaping your thoughts, your clarity, and your sense of direction. Trust that it is there because it does not leave you. The more you trust it, the more clearly you will recognize how it is leading you forward. 45 minutes left. God says, a big miracle will happen in your life, but you are making a big mistake. Please don't do this. Listen closely, because this is not ordinary, and this is not something you can delay or ignore. I am speaking to you right now because time is moving, and what is coming toward you is powerful, life-changing, and already prepared in your path. There are only 45 minutes left in this moment of decision, and what you choose now will either open the door to your miracle or quietly close it before you even realize what you have lost. I see what you are about to do, and I am telling you with love and urgency that it is a mistake that can block the very blessing you have been waiting for. Do not scroll past this. Do not brush this aside, because this is your warning, your protection, and your chance to align with what I have prepared for you. Type Amen if you believe. I am not speaking to confuse you, and I am not speaking to frighten you. I am speaking because I care about your future and about the outcome of this exact moment. You have been praying for a miracle, and I have heard every silent thought, every hidden tear, and every hope you carried when no one else could see it. The miracle is real, and it is closer than you think. But there is something in your current direction that is pulling you away from it. I can see the path clearly, even when you cannot, and I am guiding you now so you do not miss what has already been set in motion for your life. In these moments, your heart is leaning toward a choice that may seem right on the surface. but it is not aligned with the blessing I have prepared for you. You may believe this action will fix something quickly, bring relief, or repair what feels broken, but it will quietly move you away from the place where your miracle is waiting. I need you to pause, breathe, and listen deeply, because not every opportunity comes from me, and not every decision moves you forward. Sometimes the greatest breakthrough begins when you choose not to act. When you trust my timing instead of your impulse. Right now, I am asking you gently but firmly to stop and reconsider. Because what you are about to do is not the answer you have been praying for. I know it feels urgent, and I know it feels necessary. But the urgency you feel is not from me. It is coming from fear and pressure. My miracles do not come through panic, and they do not come through rushed decisions that leave you unsettled afterward. They come through trust, stillness, and obedience. Even when waiting feels difficult, if this is touching your heart, take a moment and support this by liking this video, because your response matters, and it helps this reach others who are also being called to pause and listen. You are not alone in this moment. Even if it feels like everything is resting on your shoulders, I am right here, guiding you, protecting you, Limasnort, and trying to redirect you before you step into something that will delay your blessing. The mistake you are about to make is not beyond correction, but avoiding it now will save you from unnecessary struggle and pain. I want your path to be clear, your heart to be steady, and your outcome to be filled with the goodness you have been waiting for. There is a reason you are hearing this now, and it is not accidental. I placed this moment in front of you because I knew you would need a reminder, a warning, and reassurance all at once. You are closer to your miracle than you realize. But closeness also requires sensitivity, and even small decisions carry strong impact right now. That is why I am calling your attention so directly, because I want you to step into what is meant for you, not drift away from it unknowingly. The miracle that is coming is not small, and it is not temporary. It is something that will shift your life in a way that brings peace, clarity, and the new direction you have been longing for. But for it to fully unfold, your actions must align with my guidance, even when that feels uncomfortable or difficult to understand. Trust does not always feel easy, but it always leads you toward what is right. Type yes to affirm. Do not let doubt convince you that this is only coincidence, or that it does not apply to you. I am speaking directly into your situation, into your thoughts, and into the decision that has been weighing on you. You have felt hesitation inside you, a quiet voice telling you to wait. And that voice is from me. It is not weakness. It is not uncertainty. It is guidance trying to protect you from stepping outside the path I have prepared. You are chosen, and you are not overlooked. Everything you have been through has been seen, and everything you have endured has brought you to this exact moment. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be willing to listen and trust that I know what is ahead. Your miracle is not at risk because of your past, but it can be delayed by a present choice that is not aligned. I see your heart still racing, still trying to understand what you were about to do. And I understand why it felt so urgent to you. You have been carrying pressure, expectations, and silent fears that have been building over time. In moments like this, it can feel easier to act quickly than to sit in stillness. But I am asking you again to slow down, because the direction you were about to take was not rooted in peace. My guidance always brings a steady calm. Even when the moment feels urgent, what you were feeling was not calm. It was unrest trying to disguise itself as action. Can 9 simple words truly change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used them to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it every day and watching money flow into their lives like water. Some even believe the results are so powerful that they feel divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. There is something inside you that already sensed this. Even before you heard these words, that quiet discomfort, that hesitation you tried to ignore, was not weakness, but awareness. I placed that awareness within you so you would not walk blindly into decisions that carry consequences you were never meant to face. When you ignore that inner signal, you step outside the protection I have placed around you. And I do not want that for you. I want you to remain aligned, covered, and guided through every step. What you almost chose may have seemed right for a moment, but it would not have brought lasting peace. It would have led you into confusion, into questioning yourself, and into a place where your energy would be drained instead of restored. I am not removing something good from you. I am preventing something that looks good but carries hidden weight. You deserve clarity, not chaos, and I am protecting that clarity for you right now. You may feel like waiting will cost you something, but I tell you truthfully that waiting will preserve what matters most. Not every delay is denial, and not every pause is loss. Sometimes the pause is the exact moment where everything begins to shift in your favor. Even when it looks like nothing is happening, I am working in ways you cannot see, arranging details, aligning people, and preparing outcomes that are far greater than what you could create on your own. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. Do not let impatience convince you that you must act now to secure your future. Your future is already being secured by my hands, and your role is to trust, to listen, and to follow the guidance I am placing before you. You are not falling behind, even if it feels like others are moving faster. What I am preparing for you is not based on comparison, it is based on purpose, and purpose unfolds at the right time, not the fastest time. There is also something deeper I want you to understand in this moment. The mistake you are about to make is connected to a pattern that has shown up before in your life. It is not new. Even if the situation looks different, you have faced similar crossroads where you felt pressured to act, to decide quickly, or to take control because waiting felt uncomfortable. And each time, you learned something. But you also carried the weight of choices that did not fully align. This time is different because you are being made aware before the step is taken. This is growth, this is transformation, and this is protection happening in real time. You are not the same person you were before, and you are being guided to respond differently now. I am giving you the chance to break that cycle, to choose trust over impulse, and to step into a new pattern that leads you closer to your blessing. The miracle I have prepared for you is not fragile, but it is precise. It requires alignment, and it responds to your willingness to listen. When you choose to follow my guidance, even when it feels difficult, you position yourself exactly where you need to be. And when you are in that position, what is meant for you will come without force, without confusion, and without struggle. Right now, I need you to release the need to control everything. You have been trying to hold things together, to fix situations, and to create outcomes through your own effort. But this moment is asking you to surrender that weight. You do not have to carry it alone, and you were never meant to. I am here to carry what you cannot, and to guide what you cannot see. Type 777 to receive blessings. The path ahead of you is opening, but it will not open through rushed decisions. It will open through trust, through stillness, and through your willingness to let go of what feels urgent, but is not right. You are being positioned for something greater, something that will bring peace, not just for a moment, but for a long time. Do not trade that for something temporary that only satisfies a feeling, but does not fulfill your purpose. I know it is not always easy to wait, especially when you have been hoping for change. I know it is not easy to sit with uncertainty when you want answers and movement, but I am telling you that your patience in this moment is not wasted. It is powerful. It is shaping your path, protecting your future, and drawing you closer to what has been prepared for you all along. You are not missing out by choosing to pause. You are actually stepping into something better. The world may tell you to act quickly, to seize every opportunity, and to never hesitate. But my guidance is different. My guidance is rooted in wisdom, in timing, and in a deep understanding of what will truly serve you. Trust that what I am guiding you toward is not only good, but right. Stay where you are for a moment longer, and do not move out of fear. Let your heart settle. Let your thoughts quiet down, and listen to the peace that comes when you choose not to act impulsively. That peace is your confirmation, and it is my way of showing you that you are on the right path. You are being led, protected, and prepared even now. What you were about to do came from a place of urgency, but what you are stepping into now comes from a place of alignment. There is a difference between movement that is driven by pressure and movement that is guided by purpose. Pressure always pushes you quickly, often without giving you time to reflect, while purpose unfolds with a sense of direction and peace. I am leading you toward purpose, not pressure, and that is why I have asked you to stop. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is something else you must understand clearly in this moment. The miracle that is coming into your life is connected to your willingness to trust me fully, not partially. Partial trust keeps you in hesitation, where you listen but still try to control the outcome. Full trust allows you to release the need to force things, and it opens the door for what I have prepared to come to you naturally. You are being invited into that full trust now. You have spent a long time trying to figure things out on your own, trying to predict outcomes, and trying to avoid mistakes by thinking through every possibility. But there are moments like this one, where thinking alone cannot lead you forward. You need guidance that goes beyond what you can see. And that is what I am giving you right now. I am asking you to lean into that guidance instead of relying only on your own understanding. Type 222 if you trust God. There are details being arranged around you that you are not aware of yet. Conversations are aligning. Opportunities are being positioned, and doors are being prepared to open at the right time. If you move ahead of that timing, you may step into something incomplete, something that does not carry the fullness of what is meant for you. But if you remain patient and aligned, you will step into something that feels right in every way, something that brings peace instead of questions. I know that part of you still wonders if waiting will cause you to lose what you have been hoping for. That thought is natural, especially when you have experienced delays before. But this is not the same kind of delay. And this is not a moment of loss. This is a moment of preparation, where everything is being set in place so that when your miracle arrives, it will be complete and lasting. The mistake you were about to make would have created a temporary solution, but it would not have fulfilled the deeper need within you. You might have felt relief for a short time, but that relief would have faded, leaving you searching again. I am not bringing you something temporary. I am bringing you something that satisfies deeply and fully. That is why I am guiding you away from anything that does not align with that purpose. You are not being denied. You are being directed. There is a difference, and it is important for you to understand it. Denial closes doors without explanation, but direction guides you towards something better with intention. I am not closing your path. I am refining it so that it leads you exactly where you need to be. Every step you take in alignment brings you closer to what has already been prepared. Type 1010 to claim miracles. I see the strength within you. Even when you feel uncertain, I see the way you continue to move forward, even when things have not always been clear. That strength is not something you created on your own. It is something I have placed within you so you can navigate moments like this. You are capable of trusting, capable of waiting, and capable of choosing what is right, even when it is not easy. There is also a peace that is beginning to settle over you, even if it is quiet and subtle. That peace is not random. It is a sign that you are aligning with my guidance. When you follow what is right, even when it feels challenging, peace begins to replace confusion. That is how you will know you are moving in the right direction, not by how fast things happen, but by how steady your heart feels. The next steps in your life are important, and they are connected to this moment more than you realize. This is not just about one decision. It is about the direction that decision creates. When you choose alignment now, you set a foundation for what is coming next. You are building a path that leads to clarity, stability, and fulfillment. Not just for today, but for what lies ahead. Do not rush past this moment because it holds more value than it appears. This is where you are learning to listen more deeply, to trust more fully, and to act with intention instead of impulse. These are the qualities that will carry you into your miracle, and they are being strengthened within you right now. You are not standing still. You are growing in a way that prepares you for what is coming. I am with you in this, guiding you step by step, even when the path is not fully visible yet. You are not expected to see everything. You are only asked to trust the direction I am giving you. That trust is enough, and it will lead you exactly where you need to be. Keep your focus on me, keep your heart open, and continue to choose alignment over urgency. What is coming into your life is not small, and it is not something you will miss if you remain aligned. It is already moving toward you, already being prepared, and already set in motion. Your role is to stay in this place of trust, to avoid the mistake that would shift you away, and to remain steady in the guidance you are receiving. The mistake I warned you about is losing its hold on you, and that is because you are choosing to listen. What once felt urgent is beginning to lose its power. And what once felt necessary is starting to feel uncertain in a different way. This is not confusion. This is clarity breaking through the pressure that was trying to guide you in the wrong direction. You are stepping out of that pressure, and you are stepping into a space where your decisions are no longer driven by fear or haste. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, clear debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150-million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is a calmness beginning to form, even if it is gentle and still new. That calmness is my presence settling over your thoughts and your emotions, helping you see things more clearly. When you are aligned with me, you do not feel rushed into choices that leave you unsettled. Instead, you feel a steady assurance that you can move forward at the right time in the right way without forcing anything. This is how you will recognize my guidance more clearly moving forward. You have been through moments where you acted quickly, hoping to avoid discomfort or to gain something you felt you might lose. Those moments taught you lessons even if they came with challenges. But this moment is different because you are being given awareness before the action, not after. This is a gift, a form of protection that is guiding you away from repeating what no longer serves you. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. I want you to understand something deeper about this timing. The reason there was a sense of urgency is not because you needed to act quickly, but because the decision itself carried weight. When something carries weight, it often feels urgent, but that urgency is not always a signal to move. Sometimes it is a signal to slow down, to pay attention, and to choose with greater awareness. You are learning to recognize that difference now. There is also something being prepared for you that requires your full presence, not a distracted or pressured version of you. If you had moved forward in the way you were about to, your attention would have been divided, your energy would have been scattered, and you would not have been able to receive what is coming in its fullness. I am preparing you to be ready, not just available, and that readiness begins with alignment. You may not see everything that is being arranged, but there are connections forming, moments approaching, and opportunities aligning that will meet you at the right time. These things are not random, and they are not accidental. They are part of a greater plan that is unfolding step by step. And your role is to remain in the flow of that plan, not step ahead of it. Type 5. Wushawu. To receive divine direction. You are not being asked to do something complicated, but you are being asked to trust in a deeper way. Trust is not just believing that something good will happen. It is also choosing not to interfere with what is already being prepared. It is allowing things to come together without trying to control every detail. That kind of trust creates space for miracles to unfold naturally without resistance. The miracle that is coming into your life is not something you have to chase. It is something that will meet you as you remain aligned, steady, and open. You are not behind, and you are not missing anything. You are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn in this moment. This is preparation, not delay. And it is leading you towards something that will bring lasting change. There is also a sense of restoration connected to what is coming. Not just a new opportunity, but a renewal of something within you that may have felt worn down or uncertain. You have carried more than you let others see. And you have continued forward even when it was not easy. I have seen that, and I have not overlooked it. What is coming will bring a sense of relief and strength that you have been needing. You are not walking this path alone, even when it feels quiet. I am present in every step you take, guiding you, protecting you, and helping you move in the right direction. You may not always hear my voice clearly, but you will feel my guidance through peace, through clarity, and through the quiet assurance that you are not lost. This moment is becoming a turning point, even if it feels small. The decision to pause, to listen, and to trust is creating a shift that will influence what comes next. You are choosing alignment over impulse, and that choice carries power. It is shaping your path in ways that will become clearer as you move forward. Stay with this awareness, and do not let it fade as you continue through your day. The world will try to pull your attention in many directions, and the pressure to act quickly may return in different forms, but you now know what that pressure feels like, and you know how to respond to it. You can return to stillness, to trust, and to the guidance that is leading you forward. What is ahead of you is still unfolding, and it is not something you need to force into existence. It will come at the right time, in the right way, and it will carry a sense of peace that confirms it is from me. Until then, remain steady, remain patient, and remain connected to the guidance you have received. The weight you felt earlier is lifting, and in its place, there is a steadiness that you may not have felt before. That steadiness is not coming from your circumstances changing yet, but from your alignment shifting. When your alignment changes, everything else begins to follow in time. You do not need to chase peace, because peace is already finding you when you choose to trust my direction. There was a reason the warning came with urgency, and it is because what is ahead of you is significant. When something meaningful is near, the choices you make become more important, and the need for clarity becomes stronger. I did not want you to step into something that would distract you or pull you away at such a crucial point. You are closer than you realize, and that is why this moment has mattered so much. You may still feel a slight pull toward what you are about to do, and that is natural. Habits and patterns do not disappear instantly, but they lose their power when you become aware of them. Each time you choose differently, you weaken that old pattern and strengthen a new one. This is how you grow step by step, decision by decision, guided by a deeper understanding. Type 333 to affirm alignment. I want you to notice how your thoughts are becoming clearer now. The noise that was once loud is starting to quiet down, and in that quiet, you are able to see more clearly. This clarity is not something you created on your own. It is something that comes when you allow my guidance to lead you. It is a gift, and it will continue to grow as you remain open to it. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also something being restored within your confidence. Not a confidence based on controlling everything, but a confidence rooted in trust. When you trust me, you do not have to carry the weight of every outcome. You can move forward, knowing that you are being guided, even when you cannot see the full picture. That kind of confidence is steady, and it does not depend on circumstances. What you avoided was not just a small mistake. It was a step that could have led you into unnecessary struggle. I am not saying this to make you fearful, but to help you understand the importance of listening when you feel that inner nudge. That nudge is protection, and it is always there to guide you away from what is not right. You honored it this time, and that matters more than you know. Type 888 if you receive this. The miracle I spoke about is still moving toward you, and nothing has been taken away. In fact, by choosing to listen, you have aligned yourself even more closely with it. Alignment does not delay your blessing. It draws it nearer in the right way. You are not losing time. You are stepping into the correct timing. There are moments ahead where you will begin to see signs that things are shifting. They may come in small ways at first, through conversations, through opportunities, or through a sense of clarity about your next steps. Do not overlook these signs, because they are confirmations that you are moving in the right direction. Each one is a reminder that you are being guided. You are also being prepared internally for what is coming. The miracle is not only about what happens around you, it is also about what happens within you. You are becoming more aware, more grounded, and more aligned with what truly matters. This internal preparation is just as important as the external outcome. I know there have been times when you felt overlooked or uncertain about your path. There have been moments where you questioned whether things would truly change for you. But I want you to understand that nothing you have been through has been wasted. Every experience has shaped you, and every challenge has brought you closer to this moment of awareness. Now, you are standing at a different place, one where you are no longer reacting in the same way, but choosing with intention. That change is powerful, and it will continue to influence your path moving forward. You are not the same as you were before, and that is a good thing. Stay connected to this sense of calm, and do not let outside pressure pull you back into urgency. The world may continue to move quickly, but you do not have to match that pace. You can move with purpose, with clarity, and with trust in the direction you are being given. That is where your strength lies. What is coming will not require you to force anything. It will come with a sense of rightness that you will recognize immediately. You will not have to question it in the same way, because it will align with the peace you are feeling now. This is how you will know that it is from me. You are being led into something that will bring fulfillment, not just temporary relief. It will align with who you are becoming, not who you used to be. This is why this moment of guidance has been so important, because it is shaping the version of you that will receive what is coming. Continue to walk in this awareness and trust that every step you take in alignment is bringing you closer to what has been prepared. You are not alone in this, and you are not without direction. I am with you, guiding you, and leading you into what is meant for you. There was a time when you would have moved without thinking twice, driven by the need to fix, to respond, or to act quickly before something slipped away. That version of you was doing the best it could with what it understood at the time. But you are not in that place anymore, and this moment proves it. You paused, you listened, and you chose to trust, even when it felt uncomfortable. That choice has opened a different path, one that is not driven by pressure, but by guidance. I want you to pay attention to how different this feels compared to the times when you moved out of pressure. There is no regret forming inside you. No confusion settling over your mind, and no second guessing pulling at your thoughts. Instead, there is a quiet steadiness, a knowing that even though everything has not been revealed yet, you are not lost. That feeling matters because it is how you will recognize alignment as you continue forward. The mistake you avoided was not only about one choice, it was connected to something that could have affected your direction for much longer. You were being pulled towards something that would have distracted you, drained your strength, and delayed what is meant to enter your life. I stepped in because I care about where you are going. Not only what you are feeling in one moment, your future matters, and I am protecting it in ways you may not always recognize. Type 444 to stay aligned. There is something else I want to bring into your awareness now. The space you created by not acting is not empty. It is being prepared. When you choose not to step into what is wrong, you create room for what is right to enter. This is how alignment works. It is not only about avoiding mistakes. It is also about making space for what belongs in your life. And right now, that space is being prepared for something meaningful. What secret did elites once use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password has now been leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, and life-changing. It has already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and could disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. You may not yet see what is entering that space, but you will begin to feel it. It may come as a sense of direction, clarity about your next steps, or even an unexpected opportunity that feels right in a way you cannot fully explain. Do not rush when that moment comes, but do not hesitate either. You will recognize it by the peace that comes with it, not by pressure or urgency. The miracle I spoke about is connected to the space that has now been created. It is not something that will force its way into your life. It is something that will meet you where you are aligned. You are being positioned to receive it. Not by doing more, but by choosing wisely. That is why this moment mattered so much. Because it prepared you for what comes next. Type 666 if you are ready. I know there is still a part of you that wonders how everything will come together. That part of you wants details, timelines, and clear answers about what lies ahead. But this journey is not about knowing everything in advance. It is about trusting one step at a time. Each moment of trust builds upon the one before it. And over time, it creates a path that becomes clearer as you walk it. You are not being asked to understand everything. You are being asked to stay connected. Stay connected to the peace you felt when you chose to pause. Stay connected to the awareness that guided you away from what was not right. Stay connected to me. Because that connection is what will lead you forward. Even when the path is not fully visible, there is also a strengthening happening within you that will help you in the moments ahead. This is not the last time you will face a choice that feels urgent or unclear. But now you are different. Because you have experienced what it means to stop, listen, and choose alignment. That experience will stay with you, and it will guide you in ways that become more natural over time. You are learning to trust your inner sense of direction. Not only your thoughts or your emotions, that inner sense is where I speak to you most clearly. And it will become easier to recognize as you continue listening. You will not always need a moment like this to guide you, because you will carry this awareness with you. The path ahead is opening, and it is not something you need to chase. It is unfolding step by step in a way designed for you. What is meant for you will not require you to force it into place. It will come with a sense of rightness that confirms you are exactly where you need to be. There is also a restoration that will continue to grow within you. You have carried uncertainty, pressure, and moments of doubt. But those things are beginning to lose their hold. In their place, peace, confidence, and clarity are beginning to rise. This is not temporary. It is the beginning of a deeper shift that will continue to unfold. Do not underestimate what has happened here. You chose alignment in a moment when it would have been easier to act differently. That choice has power, and it is shaping your path in ways that will become clearer with time. You are not only avoiding mistakes, you are stepping into a new way of moving forward. Stay in this place of trust, and do not let doubt pull you away from what you have experienced. Doubt may try to return, but it does not carry the same power it once did. You now know what it feels like to be guided, and that knowing cannot be taken from you. What is coming into your life is still on its way, and it has not been delayed by your decision to pause. In fact, your choice has brought you even closer into alignment with it. You are moving in the right direction, even if everything feels quiet right now. Trust that this quiet is part of the process, not a sign that nothing is happening. You have moved past the first wave of urgency, and now you are entering a space where your awareness is clearer than before. This is where real transformation begins to take shape. Not when everything is loud and pressing, but when you can hear the quiet direction within you. That direction is steady, and it does not rush you into decisions that leave you unsettled. It leads you forward in a way that feels grounded and true. Even when the outcome has not fully appeared yet, what you avoided earlier was not only a wrong step, it was something that could have pulled your focus away from what is about to unfold. Your attention is valuable, and where you place it matters. If your attention had been scattered by that decision, you might not have been ready to recognize what is coming next. But now, because you chose to pause, your awareness is sharper, and you are able to receive what is being prepared for you. Type 999 to stay focused. There is something approaching your life that will require you to be present, not distracted, and not divided. It may come in a way that feels simple at first, but it carries deeper significance than it appears to on the surface. You will recognize it not by how dramatic it looks, but by the sense of rightness that comes with it. That sense of rightness is my confirmation, and it will guide you in knowing how to respond. I want you to trust that what is unfolding is not random. Every moment, every pause, and every choice you have made recently is part of a larger pattern that is coming together. You are not being led in circles, and you are not being delayed without purpose. You are being positioned carefully, step by step, so that when the right moment arrives, you are exactly where you need to be. There is also a release happening within you, even if you have not fully noticed it yet. The pressure to control everything is beginning to loosen, and in its place, there is a growing sense of trust. This trust is not blind. It is built on the experience you just had, where you listened, paused, and saw that peace followed. That experience becomes a foundation you can stand on moving forward. Type 111 if you feel the shift. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are also learning that not every opportunity requires your immediate response. Some things are meant to pass by. Even if they seem appealing at first, discernment is growing within you, and it will help you recognize the difference between what looks good and what is truly right. This is a skill that will continue to develop as you remain connected to my guidance. The miracle I have spoken about is not something that will arrive with confusion or doubt. It will come with a clarity that feels different from anything you have experienced before. You will not have to force it, question it endlessly, or chase after it. It will meet you in that aligns with the peace you are feeling now. And that is how you will know it is from me. You are being prepared not just to receive this miracle, but to recognize it. Recognition is important because sometimes what you have been waiting for can appear in a form you did not expect. If you are distracted or caught up in urgency, you may overlook it. But because you are learning to slow down and stay present, you will be able to see it clearly when it arrives. There is also a strengthening happening in your ability to trust yourself in alignment with me. This is not about relying only on your own understanding, but about recognizing when your inner sense of peace is guiding you. That peace is where I meet you, and it is where you will find direction when things are not fully clear. You have come through moments where you doubted your ability to make the right choices. There were times when you questioned whether you were seeing things clearly or if you were missing something important. But this is showing you that you are capable of listening, of discerning, and of choosing wisely when you are connected to my guidance. Do not forget what this feels like. The calm, the clarity, and the absence of pressure are all signs that you are moving in the right direction. When you feel those things, you can trust that you are aligned. When you feel rushed, pressured, or unsettled, it is a signal to pause and return to this place of stillness. What is ahead of you is not something you need to figure out all at once. It will unfold in steps, and each step will become clear as you reach it. You are not expected to have all the answers right now. You are only asked to stay connected, to stay aware, and to trust that you are being guided. The path you are on is steady, even if it feels quiet. Quiet does not mean nothing is happening. It means things are aligning beneath the surface. This is where the most important changes take place in ways that are not always visible at first. Trust that what is happening now is part of something greater than you can see. You are not alone in this journey, and you are not moving without direction. I am with you in every step, guiding you through each moment, and helping you stay aligned with what is meant for you. You are being led with care, with purpose, and with a deep understanding of what you need. There was a time when you would have doubted this feeling, when you would have questioned whether you were doing the right thing by waiting. But now, you can sense the difference between pressure and peace. Pressure pushes, but peace guides. Pressure demands, but peace reassures. You are learning to follow peace, and that is what is keeping you aligned with the miracle that is still on its way to you. You have not missed anything, and you are not behind. I need you to hold on to that truth, because there may still be thoughts that try to tell you otherwise. Those thoughts come from fear, not from me. I do not lead you with fear. I lead you with clarity, patience, and purpose. You are exactly where you need to be, and everything that is meant for you is still within reach. Type 1313 to affirm trust. There is something else unfolding beneath the surface that you cannot yet see fully, but you are beginning to feel it. It is a shift in your direction, a subtle but powerful movement that is guiding you towards something greater. This shift did not begin when you saw results. It began when you chose alignment. That choice has already set things into motion. Even if the outcome is not visible yet, the miracle I spoke about is not delayed, and it has not been taken away from you. It is moving toward you in a way that is intentional and precise. There are pieces being arranged that need to come together at the right time, and your role is to remain steady while those pieces align. You are not waiting in emptiness. You are standing in preparation. There is also a deepening of trust happening within you, and it is changing how you respond to uncertainty. You are no longer reacting with fear or rushing to control what you cannot see. Instead, you are learning to rest in the knowing that you are being guided. This kind of trust does not come from words alone. It comes from experience, and you are living that experience right now. Type 1414 to receive clarity. You are beginning to understand that not everything that feels urgent deserves your attention. Some things are meant to pass by without your involvement, even if they seem important at first. Discernment is growing within you, and it is helping you choose what truly aligns with your path. This discernment will continue to guide you, not just in this moment, but in the decisions that lie ahead. There is also a sense of confidence that is quietly building within you, not the kind that is loud or forceful, but the kind that is steady and rooted in trust. This confidence allows you to move forward without needing to prove anything or rush into decisions. It allows you to stand firm in your choices, even when others may not understand them. Why are over 19,000,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now, it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. What is coming into your life will not require you to abandon this piece. It will align with it, strengthen it, and confirm it. You will not have to question it in the same way, because it will feel right at its core. This is how you will know that it is from me, because it will not pull you into confusion or pressure. You are also being prepared to receive this miracle in a way that you were not ready for before. Preparation is not always visible, but it is necessary. It shapes your perspective, your responses, and your ability to recognize what is truly meant for you. You are being shaped in a way that allows you to receive without fear, without doubt, and without hesitation. There may still be moments where you feel the urge to move quickly or to take control. But now you have a reference point. You know what it feels like to be aligned, and you know what it feels like to be guided. That knowing will help you return to this place whenever you feel pulled away from it. Do not let outside voices or pressures distract you from what you have experienced. Others may not understand why you chose to pause, why you chose to wait, or why you chose not to act. But you are not being guided by their understanding. You are being guided by something deeper. Stay connected to that, and do not allow doubt to take root. The path ahead is becoming clearer, even if it is unfolding one step at a time. You do not need to see the entire journey to know that you are moving in the right direction. Each step of trust, each moment of alignment, and each decision to listen is bringing you closer to what has been prepared for you. You are not alone in this, and you are not without support. I am with you in every step, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you forward. You may not always feel it strongly, but my presence is constant, and my guidance is steady. What is ahead of you carries purpose, meaning, and a sense of fulfillment that you have been longing for. This is not something temporary. It is something that will bring lasting change. Stay in this place of trust. Stay connected to the peace you feel, and continue to move forward with awareness. There was a time when you needed constant reassurance from outside sources, where you looked for signs in everything because you felt unsure within yourself. But now something has shifted, and you are beginning to recognize my guidance from within. This does not mean you will never seek clarity again, but it means you are no longer dependent on external confirmation to know when something feels right. You are learning to recognize peace as your signal, and that will guide you more reliably than anything else. The urgency that once felt overwhelming has now revealed itself for what it was. It was not a call to act, but a test of your alignment, and you did not fail that test. You responded in a way that shows growth and understanding. This is how you move forward into what I have prepared, not by avoiding every challenge, but by responding differently when those challenges arise. Type 1515 to stay grounded. There is something important I want you to hold on to as you continue forward. The miracle I spoke about is not separate from your growth. It is connected to it. What is coming into your life is not only meant to change your circumstances, but also to align with the person you are becoming. That is why preparation has been necessary, because what you are receiving requires you to stand in a place of clarity and trust. You are not being shaped by accident, and your journey has not been random. Every experience, every pause, and every moment of reflection has contributed to where you are now. Even the times when you felt uncertain or lost were part of this process, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of yourself and your path. Nothing has been wasted, and nothing has been overlooked. Type 1616 to receive strength. There is also a strengthening happening within your ability to remain steady when things around you feel uncertain. You are no longer reacting in the same way you once did, and that is a sign of growth that cannot be taken from you. When you are steady within, the outside does not have the same power to shake you. This steadiness will continue to support you as you move into what is next. The path ahead will not always be completely clear, but it will always be guided. You are not expected to have every answer before you take a step. You are only asked to trust the step that is in front of you. That trust is enough, and it will lead you forward in a way that is aligned with what has been prepared for you. You are also learning to release the need to control every outcome. Control often from a place of fear, from the desire to avoid uncertainty or discomfort. But trust allows you to move forward without needing to control everything, because you know you are being guided. This is a freedom that will continue to grow within you as you remain aligned. What is coming into your life will not require you to abandon this trust. It will strengthen it, and it will confirm that the path you are on is the right one. You will recognize it by the peace that accompanies it and by the clarity that follows it. You will not feel pulled in different directions, but rather drawn forward with a sense of purpose. There may still be moments where old patterns try to return, where you feel the urge to rush or to act without pausing. But those moments will not have the same hold on you as before. You now have awareness, and awareness changes how you respond. You will be able to recognize those patterns and choose differently, just as you have done here. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You are not alone in this process, and you are not expected to do everything perfectly. You are learning, growing, and being guided every step of the way. Mistakes may still happen, but they will not define you or take you off your path. What matters is your willingness to listen, to adjust, and to remain connected to the guidance you are receiving. The miracle is still approaching, and it is not something that will arrive with confusion or doubt. It will come in a way that feels aligned, natural, and right. You will not have to question it in the same way, because it will resonate with the peace you have come to recognize. This is how you will know that it is from me. You are being led into something that carries meaning, purpose, and a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond what you have experienced before. This is not about a change that appears for a moment and disappears. This is about a deeper transformation that will keep unfolding as you continue forward. Stay connected to this awareness and trust that everything is moving in the right direction. As you move ahead, remember that you are not walking this path by yourself. I am with you in every step, guiding you, protecting you, and helping you stay aligned with what is truly meant for you. You may not always feel it strongly, but my presence remains constant, and my guidance is always available to you. You have come through a moment that has shaped your path, and now you are moving forward with a deeper understanding of what trust really means. This understanding will continue to grow, and it will begin to guide you in ways that feel more natural over time. You are not the same person you were before, and that is proof that you are moving in the right direction. A deeper peace is beginning to settle within you now, and it does not depend on your surroundings. This peace is not something that rises and falls with circumstances. It grows as you remain aligned with me. When you are in this place, you are not easily shaken, because your foundation is no longer built on what you can control. It is built on trust, and trust is stronger than uncertainty. The moment that once felt urgent has now revealed its true purpose. It was not meant to push you into panic, but to draw you into awareness. You were being shown the difference between acting from pressure and acting from alignment. That understanding is something you will carry with you, and it will guide you in ways that become more natural as you continue forward. You are learning to recognize what is truly right, not only what feels immediate. Type 1717 to stay in peace. There is something I want you to hold close as you continue moving forward. What you avoided was not only a mistake, it was a distraction that could have delayed what is meant for you. Distractions do not always appear as something negative. They often look appealing, reasonable, or even necessary. But not everything that looks right is aligned with your path. You are learning to see beyond appearances, and that is protecting you in ways you may not fully understand yet. The miracle coming into your life is not separate from this awareness. It is connected to it. You are being prepared to receive it with clarity, not confusion. If you had moved in the direction you were about to take, your attention would have been divided, and you might not have recognized what was being placed before you. But now, you are ready to see it, understand it, and receive it fully. Type 1818 to receive the miracle. You are also stepping into a deeper trust in yourself, not in your own control, but in your ability to listen and respond to my guidance. This matters because it allows you to move forward without questioning every decision over and over. When you are aligned, there is a knowing that does not need constant validation. That knowing will keep growing as you remain connected to me. There may still be moments when old habits try to pull at you, when urgency tries to return and push you into fast decisions. But now you have something you did not have before: awareness. Awareness gives you the power to pause, recognize what is happening, and choose differently. That choice is where your strength is found, and it is something no one can take from you. You are not being asked to be perfect, and you are not expected to never feel uncertain again, but you are being guided to respond differently when those moments come. Instead of reacting immediately, you will learn to pause. Instead of becoming overwhelmed, you will return to stillness, and in that stillness, you will find direction. There is also a quiet confidence growing within you, and it is not based on knowing everything. It is based on trusting that you are being led. Even when the full path is not visible yet, this confidence allows you to move forward with calm instead of urgency. It allows you to take steps that feel right instead of steps that feel forced. What is coming into your life will not require you to abandon this calm. It will align with it, and it will strengthen it. You will recognize it because it will not pull you into confusion or doubt. It will come with a clarity that feels steady and true. That is how you will know it is from me. You are also being prepared for something that carries meaning beyond this moment. This is not only about receiving something new, it is about stepping into a new way of living,